Welcome back to the Route 281 podcast. I'm your host, Tim Ladich. Go ahead and subscribe on YouTube. Give us a follow on Spotify. It really helps the show. I would greatly appreciate it. Today's guest is Tom, or Big Cat Clawson, 37 and a half years as a janitor, custodial engineer, whatever you want to call him. I asked him. He said he really doesn't care. It's all the same. Spent 37 and a half years at Rockwood School District, and he's got some stories to share with us today. So I am looking forward to spending time with Tom. A lot of you may know him, but we greatly appreciate his time here on the podcast, and overall just appreciate those people who maybe fly under the radar or behind the scenes taking care of our kids and their environment there at the school. So appreciate Tom and all those like him. Enjoy the episode. We've been here 12 years in this house. This was my wife's grandmother's house.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay.
And my wife went to Kingwood.
Oh, I know your wife.
Yeah.
Know her dad, know her mom.
Yeah. Yep.
In fact,
well, you probably know everybody.
Well,
been working in the school, 37 years?
37.5.
37. Just recently retired.
Well, the end of August will be officially the 28th.
Yeah.
But
Tom, I'm just gonna move your mic over a little bit.
Okay.
And you can throw them headphones on.
You're senior daddy-in-law yesterday. He was out playing golf with us.
Yeah. Well, he's mowing up there now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the seniors. He was playing with the seniors yesterday. In fact, I think he won.
Okay.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah, he's been playing golf a long time. But
seen Will and Andy on Wednesday play golf league with them.
Yeah, Will's getting to be a pretty good golfer.
Oh, I'm telling you what.
It's been a little bit since I played with him, but
well, I played against him. What? I think it's been 3 weeks ago now.
Yeah. Well, he's studying to be a teacher. Well, a gym teacher.
Yeah, I know. I
was going to say, that's got to come full circle for you because...
Well, I had to laugh at him. I said he was down at school getting lunch and going through the line, and somebody said something about it being his birthday.
This episode is sponsored in part by SDC Building Center, your hometown source for quality building materials and friendly know-how. I use them on my own jobs, and they always come through. So whether you're building, remodeling, or just fixing up some things around the house, check out SDC Building Center in Somerset.
And I said, okay, so he coming through the line. I hollered at the girl at the end of the line. I said, I'll buy his lunch for him today for his birthday. And he looked at me and he said, well, just so you know, Tom, next year I'll be 21. I said, okay. So that was this year.
Yeah.
And, of course, can't remember exactly when his birthday was.
It's
June something?
June 10th, because he was born the day before my wife and I got married.
Okay. Well, he texted me and said, Tom, we missed you out here at Golf League because I broke 2 ribs. And I was out for 6 weeks.
Oh, how'd you do that?
Believe it or not, I've been over to pick up a couple golf balls I had in my hand when I got home. And the driveway, well, it was right along the road, so
yeah.
It's uneven and all. And I dropped them, I bent over, I got the one, I picked up the other one. And when I picked up the other one, I went sideways.
Oof.
Fell over, was going sideways. Try to catch yourself going sideways. It's almost impossible.
Yeah. And it happens fast.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
And bang, 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 I took 3 steps sideways and down I went and broke 2 ribs.
Oof.
But anyhow, he he said, we miss you out here. And I said, well, thanks. We'll see you as soon as I get back. Well, whenever I get back, the first night I was back, I told him, I said, okay. So I bought him a beer.
For his birthday.
Yeah, because he had turned 21. And
Yeah.
he said, well, thank you very much. But it took him a long time to drink it. I mean, he was having issues.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, you watch them guys out in the league, they probably drink a beer in maybe 5 to 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, it took him probably 25 minutes to drink beer.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
Oh, yeah, I like Will.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a good kid. But, that's yeah. So I was on the high school golf team. We played Kings Mountain.
Yeah.
That's when we had our matches. That's where we played.
Well, when I did the golf coaching thing, they played at Seven Springs.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that would have been before.
Oh yeah, this was back.
So you were a golf coach one time too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, they come and asked me to do it.
Yeah.
Because they said, if you don't do it, we ain't going to have a golf team. Because you're the only one in the building, really, that plays golf.
That's something.
So I did it for 2 years. But our home course was Seven Springs at the time. And I enjoyed the time I did it, but coaching not for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll tell you, our golf coach, I had never been on a golf course before. My senior year, I thought, we're going to try something different. So I said, I'll play on the golf team. Well, I fell in love with it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my Uncle Mark gave me some clubs.
Oh, yeah.
I broke the driver the first night at practice. You remember when he had that little driving range up there?
Yeah.
Across from Country College?
Oh, yeah.
Well, Happy Gilmore was a big thing then.
Oh,
so
then you tried to hit it.
Yeah, and I snapped the head right off the driver.
Yeah.
But so he hooked me up with another driver and ended up, I just thought it was the neatest thing that the putting greens. I'd never seen grass that short.
Yeah, yeah.
And took an interest in it, loved playing golf. Moved to D.C. My friend's dad was a golf course superintendent just outside of D.C. and gave me a job on the golf course after high school. And so I went to school for golf course management.
Oh, yeah.
Did 10 years. Ended up as an assistant superintendent outside of Pittsburgh. You know, it took me all over, like Virginia, Texas,
No, yeah.
New Jersey.
Oh, yeah.
I'm out, and I played a lot of golf, especially at that course outside of D.C. I was living around the Beltway, and you'd either sit in traffic for 2 hours, or I'd just stay at the golf course and hit range balls.
No, yeah.
So I got to be a decent golfer just because I played so much.
Played that, yes.
But yeah, no, it's a good time. I don't get to play as much as I used to.
Well,
but I will someday.
You will after the kids are going.
Yeah, and I always ask them, you guys want to go give it a try? And,
No.
yeah, but hey, I didn't pick it up till late. So
Well, no,
it's one of those things where you can pretty much.
Well, yeah, I was.
You're still going at it.
When did I start playing? I think towards the end of June in '87. So, I mean, that's been a long time ago. But, heck, I was probably, let's see, I was almost probably 30 before I started. And I mean, I lived back behind Kings Mountain for years.
Yeah.
Drove past it every day. Said, they're nuts out there playing. But I went to a wedding, and the guy that got married, his uncle was there, and he said, we're going golfing tomorrow. I said, well, good for you. He said, no, you're going along. And he was one of these guys, he was a scrappy sucker, and he'd want to fight you anytime.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you better go.
Yeah.
So I went with them. They gave me like 3 or 4 clubs, and we went out and we played, and I found out right there that you either like it or you hate it. Mm-hmm. Well, there's no in between.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with it. I mean, I would get up. I was working at Briggles at the time, and I'd get up in the morning at 6 o'clock, go out, and I didn't have to be to work till 9. And I went out and played with Dan Peterson.
Mm-hmm.
He'd meet me out there, and we'd play 9 holes, and we'd practice for a while, and we'd leave, and he'd go home, and I went to work. Get off work, And if I go off work at 6 o'clock, hey, I'd stop on my way back, play again. And yeah, hey, I love it.
Yeah, playing ever since, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. How many years did you coach the high school?
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's got to be, I mean, our team was pretty small. I ended up making like the 5th or 6th man in my first year ever playing because we were pretty small.
Yeah, I was going to say, probably weren't very many guys there. But
like Adam Sander, who was a really good golfer.
Oh, yeah.
On our team.
I played
Our
with
coach
Adam.
was Jim DePhillips.
Oh, yeah, I know Jimmy.
Yeah.
I've known him for a long time.
He owned Oakhurst at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
And we'd say, hey, come on, take us to Oakhurst for dinner, and we said, we want the seafood buffet. He wouldn't take us to the seafood. He said, you guys will put me out of business.
Yeah.
I was at a match at Indian Lake one time, and I had like this putt. And right in the middle of my putt, he'd walk the greens with us sometimes. And right in the middle of my putt, he takes a flag stick, and he swung it like a baseball bat. And, the wind just chatters that flag right in my backswing. And he's laughing. I said, what'd you do that for? I said, I missed it. He goes, you were going to miss it anyhow.
Well, that sounds like him, though. I mean, I played golf league with Jimmy. In fact, it was over the winter. I was down at the post office. And he was down there, and I looked down, I said, Jimmy. He looked at me and said, yeah? He said, should I know you? I said, yeah, I played golf league with you. Played a lot of golf with you. He said, oh. And they call me Big Cat.
Big Cat, yeah.
Or Cat, one or the other. And he said, I told him who I was, and he said, oh, my God. He said, I would have never guessed that. He said, I haven't seen you like how long? And I said, yeah, I know. I said, we all get older and uglier.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the truth. So 37 and a half years as the janitor at Rockwood. Now, was that elementary, high school?
Well, when I first started, I think the first 18 years, I worked afternoon shift in high school. And then in 2007, Johnny Krieger retired. Mm-hmm. And they asked me to come out here till they decide what they were going to do with the school.
Out to Kingwood Elementary School.
Yeah. So they shipped me out here, and I worked out at Kingwood for 2 years, and they closed it. And they shipped me back into Rockwood, and I had to laugh when they asked me to go. They said, whatever you want, whenever you come back, that's what we'll do. And I said, okay. So I went to come back, and I said, okay, I want my old job back. And they looked at me and said, well, ain't the way it works, and that's not happening. I said, okay, what am I doing? I said, well, we're going to put you on daylight instead of afternoon shift. And I said, well, okay, yeah, I like that, because now I can go play golf league. Because I hadn't played in probably 6-8 years because I was working afternoon shift. And put me on that, and been on it ever since.
Yeah.
Until.
So how late would you work then on afternoon shift, like 3 to 11 or something?
Afternoon shift, 3 to 11:30.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. And so on that shift, what's a typical day look like on in the afternoon? Because you're obviously not, the kids aren't around.
Not
teachers
much.
aren't around
Yeah.
much, maybe for the first hour or so.
Yeah, I mean, let's say I had something going on. Usually, probably, I'll say by 4:30, 5 o'clock, pretty well everybody was out of the building.
That's a big place to be in.
Oh, yeah. And they, especially cleaning it. But, for the most part, I just cleaned classrooms and bathrooms and whatever else you had to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, you ever, so, I'm just trying to think of like typical, did you like afternoon shift better than day shift?
No.
Yeah.
Not really, only because afternoon shift was go do your thing. It was just same thing all the time, for the most part.
Well,
I mean,
quieter, lonelier, maybe a little bit more boring.
yeah, and I don't know how can I put this. It was a routine for the most part.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, they'd throw you a curveball in there for something that was going on, but it was all right. But no, they put me on daylight then, and after I come back from Kingwood, and I didn't think I'd like it at first, but every day that I did it, it was always changing. There was nothing was ever the same.
Yeah.
I mean, from the time I got there in the morning until the kids come, that was more or less a routine. But as soon as the kids would get there, oh no, it changed. I mean, I could be doing anything.
Yeah.
And which I actually liked.
Yeah. Yeah, well, once the kids get there, it's a different story.
Oh, yeah, by far.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you got into all kind of stuff once the kids got there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
90% of it was good, 10% of it was not so good.
Yeah, well, what's the 10%?
Cleaning up messes is probably my biggest one.
Yeah. I'm sure you've seen some messes.
Oh, more than I care to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, I know that. I mean, just being a kid in elementary, I've seen the kids make some messes. Yeah, because they,
Well,
come to school, they get sick, throw up.
Well, yeah. Yeah, and well.
For that reason, there ought to be a janitor appreciation day. There.
Well, let me put it to you this way. Probably, well, that's back whenever I first started, they had a grease trap in the kitchen and a grease trap in the dishwasher room. Well, it was my job to clean them twice a year, summer and over Christmas break. Well, let me tell you, you talk about being nasty.
Oh, I can imagine.
And they're in the floor, so you had to get down and get real close, and you had to take a little dipper and dip it all out and then clean it out. And it smelled so horrible. So after cleaning them, it didn't matter what I cleaned it up from that time on. If one of the kids throwed up, all the kids, and even the teachers, they would be, oh, it smells so bad. How do you do that? I said, that ain't nothing.
Yeah, go clean that grease trap.
Yeah, if you can clean the grease trap, you can clean anything. So, yeah.
Yeah. Any teachers ever throw up?
Well, I'll be honest with you, I can't say yes to that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure that they have, but I think probably 99% of them hit the garbage can or something, that's no big deal. We can take care of that.
Yeah. Kids don't always make it to the garbage.
Oh, no. In fact, here, well, that was in the spring sometime. I had I think it was a kindergarten boy. He, from the kindergarten room, clear to the nurse's office. Just the whole way. And I mean, hey, poor boy can't help it.
Oh, I know.
And I mean, hey, I'm cleaning it up. And it is what it is. I mean, hey, again, I've done a lot worse, so.
I remember one time I got on the school bus, not feeling good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sit on one of them buses. That's a risk.
Well, and then you're rumbling around and
Oh yeah, all over my brother. We got to the school. My mom had to come and pick us both up because one, I was sick, and two, he had to go get changed.
Change clothes, yeah.
And that starts a chain reaction on the school bus.
Oh yeah, well, and that's why I have to laugh. They always say about the kids go to school and they're sick and they you guys got to do this and that. It has nothing to do with that because Joe over here can get sick, Fred over here can get sick, Joanne over here can get sick. Well, it's all over the building.
Yeah.
How do you keep them apart?
Yeah. Yeah, well, and these kids, they pass stuff around. They get.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, some of the things I see these kids do, uh, put blinders on so I can't see.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because most of the part I didn't want to see.
Well, it's changed so much from when you and I were, I'm sure from you're another generation when you were in school.
Yeah.
The things that kids did to get in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
To what they're doing now. Are they even getting in as much trouble now as we used to?
No.
I feel like they're less creative.
Yeah, they are. I think they are too much into the phone thing, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Back when I was a kid, we did some goofy things that we got in trouble or we didn't get caught or whatever. These kids now, they don't seem to have the gumption, so to speak, to do anything to get in trouble. Yeah, they're not being ornery. Yeah, some of them, but very few.
Is that something?
Yeah, very few. I mean, probably in my last 5 to 10 years, used to be, there was a handful of kids that were ornery, so to speak, in a class.
Yeah.
Now, have you got one in a class?
Oh, I know. Our class was, we were, I went to Votech, and our class, great, I know a lot of them today, but good guys.
Yeah.
Just ornery.
Yeah, well,
yeah. We didn't want to be in there anyway.
Right.
So you get a bunch of kids that don't want to be there. We're going to find something to do if we're bored.
Yeah.
And usually that resulted in.
Oh, yeah.
What I remember one time the guidance counselor walked right past Mrs. Kelsey's room.
No, I remember her.
I chucked a paper airplane, and he caught me mid-throw. Detention for that.
Who was your guidance counselor?
Big guy. Was it Z?
Mr. Z?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or he'd catch you chewing.
Well, let me put.
He was on to it. He was pretty. He had you figured out, I think.
Well, I'll tell you what. As big as he was, he was a puppy dog, so to speak.
Yeah, nice guy.
Yeah, very nice guy.
Yeah.
And he was talking to me one night. I was working afternoon shift at the time, and he used to run the hall. And he was telling me about his being in college, and he was, I think, linebacker for.
I believe that.
Yeah, no, I take it back. Defensive line for Cal U.
Uh-huh.
And I said, oh, yeah, I can see that. You're an awful big guy. And he said, yeah, but he said, don't tell anybody. He says, I'm soft at heart. I said, oh, I know you are. Well, I was down in the cafeteria cleaning, and I had to laugh at him. He was in the boys' bathroom down by the cafeteria, and I had the doors propped open at the time. There was doors on there. And I was in the cafeteria cleaning, but my next stop was going to be over in the bathrooms, and had the doors propped open, and he went in. I seen him go in. So I just stood there. I'm waiting. I'm going to see. He goes in, does his thing. I could hear him in there washing his hands. He come out, and this is typical me. Hey, man. I said, you are an adult, correct? He said, yeah, I hope so. I said, well, then you turn your adult butt back around and go back in there and flush that urinal. He looked at me and said, oh, I didn't do that, did I? I said, no. I said, I'm not your dad.
Yeah.
Turn around and go do what you're supposed to do. He looked at me and says, you're one of the few guys I'd let get I said, well, I don't care how big you are. Do it. I mean, that's just the right thing to do. And he says, yes, I know. He says, I'm sorry. Back in he went.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a nice guy. I liked him.
Yeah. Well, you probably, you've seen a lot of principals come and go.
Oh, yeah.
Remember Donna Johnson?
Oh, yeah. She was, actually, I had her for, when I was in school, she was the English teacher. And then whenever I started working at school, yeah, she was the principal. And so she brought her name up. I had a problem with one of the kids one day. And I went in and talked to her about it. And she looked at me and said, Tom, just remember this. You were a kid also. So just leave it go.
Yeah.
I said, okay, not a problem. I said, but just so you know, what you just told me, and I'm not usually too fast at stuff like that, but I said, just so you know, you were a kid also once too. So whenever that kid comes in and sits across from you for being in trouble, you remember that you were just like them.
Mm-hmm.
She said, Tom, just shut up and get out of here.
Yeah.
She said, you caught me off guard. I said, yeah, well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's... I'll tell you a funny story about her. I think she must have left not too long. When we got into 7th grade, just moved into high school. Some kid was fly. He was proud he'd found a pack of cigarettes, and allegedly he got them from me. Allegedly.
Okay.
Okay. Because this was the time when you go up to Seven Springs and they had the machines.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we go ski club. They had those machines. Anybody could walk over.
Oh, yeah.
So somebody thought it'd be a good idea to bring him to school. I won't mention his name. He knows who he is. Anyway, he flashes them in class. He's like, hey, look at these. Well, he gets busted. First thing out of his mouth, Timmy Laddish gave them to me. I thought, you narc. Anyway, we end up in Mrs. Johnson's class. When we stopped on the way to the office, went in the bathroom, and we hatched a plan. You know, we better get our story straight here. You know, you found them or whatever. Yeah, so she took them. I'm pretty sure she smoked them, but
well, let me put it to you this way: depending on what kind they were.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she very well could have smoked them. I know I've seen her smoke a lot.
Yeah. Wow, that was back in the day. I remember seeing teachers walking around outside during class. You'd look out the window. There'd be one up on the bank.
Oh yeah.
I don't blame them.
Well, no, actually for them at that point in time, it was probably a good thing.
Yeah, get out, take a little break.
Yeah.
You know,
especially dealing with the kids.
Now they're vaping. You ever walk in the bathroom and catch a kid vaping or something? Not too much, huh?
I can't say I have too much. Probably, I'm going to say probably the last time I remember anything, and I always thought this was kind of weird, but I'd go in the girls' bathroom, and I'd find snuff in the sink all the time.
Oh, yeah.
In the girls' bath.
No kidding.
Not in the boys. In the girls.
The boy ran in there and ditched it.
Well, I don't know, but it was like, this is confusing. I mean, don't get me wrong, probably the boys were also doing it, but they were probably spitting it down the urinal or something.
I don't think they do that anymore, do
they? Not too much, I don't think.
Yeah.
And nowadays, if I was venture to say, I'd give the girls 80% and the boys 20% of the vaping thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't good.
No, well, there's the other thing. Cleaning bathrooms, I would rather clean every boy's bathroom in the building opposed to cleaning one girl's.
No kidding.
Oh.
Why's that?
Oh, girls are nasty.
Nasty.
Oh, my. I'm telling you what. I don't know I don't know where they come up with things that they do in there.
Yeah.
But thank God I probably never say anything. But yeah, I'd clean every boy's bathroom.
Yeah.
To one girl's. Elementary or high school.
Seems surprising, I guess. Oh yeah. What about the teachers' lounge? Do they still have a teacher's lounge?
Yeah, they do.
That was Steve to us as a kid when you're in. It was always like a mystery, like what went on in there.
Not much.
No?
No.
I just figured they'd be in there playing cards,
No.
smoking,
No.
hanging
Well,
out.
nobody smokes anymore.
Yeah.
They, for the most part, go in and eat their lunch and they're out of there.
Yeah.
I mean, they do their laughing, telling stories and stuff, just like everybody
Sharing
else.
war stories from the day.
Yeah,
Sure.
but
Look
other
out
than
for
that,
this kid.
nah, not much of anything goes on in there.
Yeah, well, I guess when you're a kid, you just have these grand illusions of what went on.
Yeah.
It was someplace you weren't allowed to go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So you remember, well, you were there through, the big renovation too, right?
Oh, yeah.
So was that kind of a messy time? I bet that messed with you a little bit.
Well, yeah. I can't remember. I'm going to say, I think 93. The superintendent at the time was Dr. Nobers.
Mm-hmm.
And it was in the summertime, and it was, I'm going to say probably a month left till school started. And she come in to the faculty room. She said, I want this school put back together as fast and as good as you can get it so we can start school on time. And so, we're all quizzing her about, well, what all do you want? Because this and that. And so she said, okay, here's what I want. And she told us, and I was putting our room back together, and she came down and she said to me, what are you doing? I said, putting the room back together. She said, no, you take it and put the room in the middle. Don't put anything where it goes, just put it in the middle. And whoever the teacher is, they can put it back. We need you to keep just putting them in the middle. I thought, okay.
Was this after the renovation? Or what?
During the renovation.
Okay.
And
so they had some classroom trailers out in the park.
Oh, yeah, there was,
right? For a while?
Yeah, there was 4.
Yeah.
I think.
Remember that.
Yeah. And they, the teacher I'm thinking about was, you remember Miss Shawless?
Yes.
Okay. Well, she's the one I put the first room. And it just so happened the next day she come in and she come to me and she said, Tom, are you mad at me? I said, well, no, why would I be mad at you? She said, well, you didn't put my room back. I said, well, Dr. Nober said, put it back in the middle of the room. You'd put it back. I have things to do, and it's putting rooms back in. She looked at me and said, no problem. She said, I just thought you were mad at me because you just shoved the room in the middle and there it sits. And I said, hell, I was just doing what I was told.
Yeah.
And she said, okay. She said, no problem. She said, and I'm not going up to talk to her either.
I'll just do it, huh?
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of a big deal. They turned that old, what would have been the gym into a library then, right? Is that what went down then, I think?
Pardon?
Is that what the renovation was at that time?
Well, they moved the gym down to where it's at
built
now.
A new gym.
Yeah. They put library and 3 classrooms in there. And
one thing you hear me talk a lot about on this podcast is how much people matter here in Somerset County. And that's especially true when it comes to where you bank. That's why I want to tell you about Somerset Trust Company. They've been serving our communities for generations, and they understand what it means to be a truly local bank with a strong presence across the region. So whether you're running a small business, working towards your financial goals, or planning for the future, Somerset Trust offers a kind of personal service and support you don't always find these days. If you're looking for a bank that's invested in the same communities that we talk about here on the Route 281 podcast, check out Somerset Trust Company and experience the difference of banking locally.
yeah, over in high school, they really didn't do too much renovation. I mean, it took, I don't know if you can remember, but the school used to be nothing but glass.
Yeah.
And now it's bricked and just, what is it? I think there's 4 windows in a classroom. And back when I was in school, and well, even back right before they renovated, there was probably 16 to 20 windows across the wall, outside wall.
Wow.
And that, and they didn't do too much back at the auditorium at the time either, but they did do a good thing when they renovated. They put a elementary gym.
Mm-hmm.
That they needed to have.
Yeah.
I will go along with that one. They really needed that.
Yeah.
Because I doubt that you remember it, but back when I was in school, when we had gym class and it was inside, we went to the elementary cafeteria. That's where we had gym class.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, with Bill Lamp.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, and the poor guy back at the time that was cleaning it after lunches were over, then you had to hurry up and get everything done to get his classes in there.
Mm-hmm.
And, I pity poor Curly Hartline. He because that was his job. And,
Oh, Curly, huh?
yeah. And, I know he used to get so mad.
Yeah.
You know, because, well, why can't they go outside? Well, Curly's like 0.
Yeah.
You know.
Get him outside
Yeah.
anyway. Yeah. Huh. Did you have a lot of help?
During renovations?
No, I mean like in general. Were there enough of you to go around? Were they always saying do more with less?
Well, let's put it to you this way. We always got done what we needed to get done with what we had.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes,
That
yeah.
doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, sometimes it was really hard.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like over the renovations, whenever it was getting time, like getting ready for school, we worked Saturdays and sometimes Sundays just so we could get school back together for the kids to come.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
What was the summers like with nobody there?
Oh,
I know you had administration there.
yeah, there's always somebody there.
Mm-hmm. A lot less bathroom cleaning, huh?
Yeah, well, you really didn't do that until you were ready to clean the whole bathroom, pressure wash it and do whatever you needed to do. But yeah, it was all right. I did it for 37.5 years.
So did you get involved in like the maintenance of the building too, with like the heating systems and all that?
Not too often. I mean,
Who does that?
well,
Now, that's a difference. Not necessarily. What title did you prefer? Janitor, custodian, or didn't you care?
no, I really didn't care because they were both the same.
Same thing.
Yeah, I mean, usually Vernon, he was the maintenance guy, so to speak.
I just found out I was related to Vernon.
Oh
I
yeah,
didn't know that.
huh?
And apparently his ex-wife, I'm not sure,
Oh,
was
Emily.
yeah, was I guess would have been like a cousin. My
Yes.
dad's cousin.
Gruffalo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my grandmother was a Gruffalo.
Okay,
Her brother Albert.
Albert. Yeah, I
would be-
remember Albert.
Would have to be Emily's dad, right?
No, brother.
Brother.
Well,
Young Albert.
Yeah.
Her dad was also an Albert.
yeah. Well, I think they both had the same name.
Yeah.
Only thing, young one we called Albert, and if I remember correctly, his dad's name was Alberto.
Yes.
Yes.
Very Italian.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
His brother. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know that. I'd known Vernon since I was a kid.
No.
I didn't
Yeah.
know I was related to him. Nobody ever told me.
Well, no.
Wish somebody would have told me.
Yeah. Well, it might have been a good thing you didn't know.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. No, you always seen Vernon everywhere.
Oh yeah.
He still does a little bit, doesn't he?
Yeah, he
drives
was.
some buses once in a while.
He
Did you ever
drives-
have to drive bus?
No.
Didn't want any part of that.
No. Georgia, I know. For years she would holler at me about, because I worked afternoon shift at the time, she wanted me to ride bus in the morning.
Yeah.
And I'd turn her down all the time. Finally, one day she said, "Why do you keep turning me down?" I said, "Well, let's put it to you this way. First off, you don't pay enough for what you want me to do."
Yeah.
I said, "Second off," I said, "you ain't got enough bail money to get out of jail," because I said,
"Oh, the patience."
Yeah, and I mean, back whenever I was going to school, one of the janitors, he drove the bus in the morning and evening, and he'd probably get put in jail for this now, but you got out unruly? He just stopped the bus. Out. You walked home. And we were when I was on his bus, he did the Castleman route, and we dropped one off at Doc Baker's farm, or he kicked them off, I should say, and went and did the run. We come back up. And here was the guy. He kicked off the bus. He was down that dip, going walking. The bus driver just go like that and wave at him and keep going. So, yeah, nowadays, I'm sure you wouldn't get away with that.
You wouldn't get away with that today, but I'm not saying they don't need it.
Oh, no, I would say that they would need it. And I would have probably been like him. Yeah. So, yeah,
you knew it was better off not. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew I was better off not to do that. And then we just had when was that? The end of May. We had a staff appreciation dinner, which, by the way, I must say they have been doing it for 12 years. And hey, it's one of the best things I think they could have ever done.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I mean, you can show up. You don't have to show up. I never missed a one. And
where did they do that?
Hayloft.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and I think every year but one, Chuck Wagon would do the catering, and I know it's probably been 3, 4, 5 years ago maybe. They had the Votech kids one year do it that did the culinary thing, and they had them out there one year doing that, feeding us, and it was like, oh, that was a good thing.
Yeah, for sure. That's nice that they do that. Was that? Mark Bowers is a great guy.
Well, let me put it to you this way. I'd have to go back through and look, but I've been under a lot of superintendents in my time there, including school, when I was in school. And by far, and I mean by far, he's been the best superintendent that I've ever had the pleasure of working underneath.
Yeah, that's all. What do you think makes him great?
He listens.
Okay.
He listens. He makes time for you.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a problem, you can go up, you can talk to him, and he takes the time and listens to you, opposed to all the other ones. I have no time for you. You're down at the bottom of the barrel, and I'm not listening.
Wow, Huh? Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, he appreciates you.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, well, I can see that. I think he genuinely appreciates the community and the kids.
Oh yeah.
I have had him on this podcast.
Well, in fact, I didn't know how to do this podcast thing.
Yeah.
And my son-in-law, when was they there? Wednesday, I think. They were at the house, and I said, I seen Mark was on there, but I didn't know what to do or how to do it. Yeah, and so he got Mark's, when you were doing the podcast with Mark, and I'm sitting there and I'm all listening to you two, and it's like, okay. And then big fat fingers, and I must have bumped something. I couldn't find it. But I listened, what did it say, an hour and some minutes, and I probably listened to you for like 45 minutes till I did my thing.
Yeah. No, I was appreciative of him coming on. And I think, everybody wants to feel appreciated.
Oh, yeah.
And that's great that they do that they have that staff there. I just, when we first got married, we weren't living around here. And I'm like, we're going to take our kids to this big school here near Pittsburgh where we were living. I thought that was going to be the best thing when we moved back before our kids ever went to school. And quickly found out that, you don't appreciate things when you're younger.
No, you don't.
And you didn't really appreciate Rockwood for what it was. And then as an adult, as a parent, you come back and, wow, they're really doing a great thing here. It was like they'd have community night, family night, come in and do stuff so, kids could get together and do something outside the school. And it's just like a little private school almost.
More or less.
Kingwood was really like a private school. That's what my wife told me,
Oh, well, let me put it to you this way. I mean, I know I never went to Kingwood other than working out there. But, yeah, they were they had their own, and I will say this, they had their own little private school.
Yeah.
I mean, I can remember whenever they were getting ready to close it and they had go to the courthouse for the judge to listen to all this stuff. And so I went. I wanted to hear. And, I mean, the people had kids or whatever in the Kingwood School. I fully understood where they were coming from, but financial-wise, I understood.
Yeah,
and
business sense.
Yeah, and it was like, okay, you're what? What is it? It's 5 miles from my house to the school, so probably 8-9 miles total that they've been on the bus, so to speak. And I mean, back whenever I was out of Kingwood, 6th grade, they didn't go to Kingwood.
Mm-hmm.
They took them into Rockwood.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay. And you could just see it. There was, the class sizes were a lot smaller at Kingwood. So, yeah, there was more one-on-one, so to speak. But I think that they made the right call closing Kingwood. But I miss going out there.
Yeah, well, probably like it made good sense.
Oh, yeah.
The buses are going a little bit farther, but I mean, I think enrollment's kind of down overall.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, I don't know, how long they can sustain this current way of life.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I always wondered why Turkeyfoot and Rockwood didn't merge together.
Mm-hmm.
And I talked to a lady that was on the board down at Turkeyfoot, and she said, well, the problem with that is, she said, half the kids at Turkeyfoot that live in the other side of the river, would go to Uniontown.
Yeah.
The other half would go to Rockwood. And she said, and that's a big issue.
Yeah, that's what I've heard the issue.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
And the kids that especially would have to go to Uniontown, hell, that'd be a long trip for them.
Yeah.
Really long trip. I mean, that's going like from Somerset to Bedford.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. So, I don't know what they'll do. But because the people are moving here, they're coming from Pittsburgh and buying up. This is the issue that, and they told me this. I think Mr. Bowers, we talked about this a little bit. He said that, the people that are coming here to buy up homes are not necessarily having their kids go to school here. It's a second home or something.
Right.
So it's that, so then there's less homes available for somebody, young family that would come here.
And stay here.
So, might have been him. I forget what I was talking to. Need to get a real estate agent on here and we'll talk about that.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. So, I did have a few questions. And we covered a lot of it, but I just things I want to. Okay, what's something about the building that only the janitors know?
Boy.
You were all hiding spots are. You ever take a nap during?
No, never. There's always something to do to keep me busy, so I really...
Yeah. I don't see you doing that.
No.
Not that there wasn't places where you could have.
Well, I'm sure if you talk to a couple of the other guys, yeah, they probably have. But I don't know. I can't think of a thing.
Do you remember the tornado room?
Yeah, kind of
I remember as a
downstairs.
Kid, yes, going into.
Yeah.
I just thought that was cool.
Yeah, they had a.
It's like a bunch of stuff in there.
Yeah, yeah, you probably couldn't get in now, no doubt. But back when I was in school, that used to be a shooting range.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was girls' locker room, and then behind the girls' locker room was a shooting range, plus the wrestling room. Them two combined, and. Yeah, I don't know.
I think that's kind of ironic that they had a shooting range in the school.
No, yeah.
Back then and nowadays, we went to school. We take our rifle or whatever and hang it in the back of your, because you went hunting.
Well, yeah, you went back to your truck.
You were squirrel hunting in the morning or something, but.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not no more.
Not anymore.
No.
I remember they used to have a cop there at the entrance to the. It would be Rockwood cop or something.
In the elementary parking lot.
Yeah,
probably.
Or in the high school parking lot. I remember getting pulled over, pulling into it because my inspection was out. I drove to school for quite a while before I ever had my license.
Yeah, we all did.
Yeah, back then, you drove to. I think I had 1,000 miles or so on my truck before I ever got my license.
Not old enough to drive it.
Drive to soccer practice.
Yeah. Yeah, them times have changed too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I was talking about this the other day. I said, we were talking about driving, and I said, well, I got my license. You could do it, back then you could do it before you turned 16.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
And I got mine, I was 15 years old and 11 months. When I got my driver's license. But, I drove many years before that. But probably where I learned to drive was, my dad drove tractor trailer at the time. And I went with him. We were hauling steel and went with him. And he said, when we got home, he said, we're going to go get my check. I said, well, I got to go to the bathroom first. So I went in the house, went to the bathroom, come back out, and he was sitting in the passenger side. I looked down, I said, what are you doing? He said, I just got done driving how many miles?
Yeah.
He said, you drive. Well, I was 12 years old. I drove from New Centerville to Stallstown and back with a 3-speed on the tree, manual steering pickup truck. So, yeah, these kids nowadays, no, I don't see that at all.
Yeah. Well, for me, it was driving tractors.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm sure.
4-wheelers on the farm, driving tractor. It was nothing for us at 12 years old to take, hey, Dad, I'm pulling tonight out to Jubilee.
Yeah.
Okay, wash it up before you go.
Yeah.
And
then hop on and go.
It was up to you. We drove out, me and my buddies, whoever had a tractor around, we would drive out to they had summer pools.
Yeah.
At that time. And we'd set our tractors up with weights, and that's pretty young.
Oh, yeah.
Be doing that, but it didn't feel like we were too young then.
No.
Now I think of my 12-year-old doing that, I'm thinking there's no way.
Yeah. But I think we growed up in a different time where, our parents left us do more.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Probably, I'm going to say my parents in particular, they probably left me do them things more because that was something that they could afford to let you do.
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
And opposed to, I can remember Christmas time. Hey, man, you got a pair of pants, you got a shirt and socks and some underwear,
Yeah.
And you might got one little gift.
That's what I get now.
Yeah.
Socks and underwear.
That's probably because we need them now.
Yeah, that's right. You know,
Yeah.
It's funny. It comes back around.
Back around, yes, it
Yeah,
does.
Maybe a can of peanuts.
Yeah, I miss them days.
Yeah. Well, I agree. We have information at our fingertips now, but I don't necessarily think it's better.
No, I don't either.
I don't. You know,
I mean, it's kind of like me with this.
we've gotten away from the things that are actually really real.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I play golf
Yeah.
a lot, because I'm out there doing what I like to do, and you don't have to be overly good at it to do it.
That's right.
If you love what you're doing,
Yeah.
you know.
All you need to do is hit one good one once in a while that keeps you motivated to do it again.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, your dad-in-law yesterday, when we were out there playing, his team shot 14 under. They won. My team shot 9 under, and we come in 5th place, I think, out of 9 teams. But oh hey,
Doesn't matter. It's a good time.
yeah. I mean, my thing is, it cost me $5 to get in to play with them,
Yeah.
and you're lucky if you get your $5 back when you win. So, you know.
Do you have any? I'll say, any students, and you haven't mentioned any names, that stuck out that would just either said something funny to you, or that you noticed was appreciated you guys,
Oh
took an
yeah.
interest in what you were doing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah. They. Well, I can remember whenever they. Can't remember which grade it was. I want to say 3rd, 4th, 5th grade out of Kingwood. One of the 3. Whenever they were closing, most of the kids, they wrote me a thank you
No kidding.
and note and stuff. Believe it or not, that's been how many years ago? I still have them.
There.
Yep,
Wow.
When the kids would give me something that come from their heart,
Yeah.
that was mine.
Yeah. That's cool.
Not throw it away.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean that's one of the reasons. Like, I don't know, I've just always been a hands-on kind of person. And growing up on a dairy farm, it's a lot of work.
Oh
It's a
yeah.
lot of work people don't see. They just think milk ends up in a jug.
Yeah.
You know.
It's far from that.
So it's same thing. People go to the school, watch a basketball game, and think it just always is that way. Or kids show up and teachers come in and out, but you guys behind the scenes keep it clean up the messes,
Yeah.
however awful they may be.
Oh yeah.
Day in and day out, keep and it's appreciated.
Oh yeah.
So it's just nice to know that people appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah. It is.
And I'm glad to hear that current superintendent really is listening to the staff.
He does.
Because that trickles down too.
Oh yeah.
So if he's leading, setting the example, the teachers appreciate you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll put it to you this way. He is. I'm sure that probably, because you're going to have this, I don't care where you're at. I'm sure that he probably has some people in the building. I don't think very many, but a few of them probably don't care for him too much. But for every one that doesn't, I'm going to say there's 15 to 20 that does.
Oh yeah, that's anywhere.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he has.
I'll say it. Somebody doesn't like him, they have the problem.
Yeah, exactly. I'm with you there 100%.
Yeah. No, we're blessed to have, and honestly blessed to have Rockwood School. Really.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Big time. I can remember whenever he was the principal, and we had the superintendent there, and okay, he left. Of course, now they put Mark over in the as acting superintendent, and yeah, it wasn't too long after they did that with him that I looked at him and said, "Mark, you're where you need to be.
Yeah.
You need to be the superintendent." I said, and I know most of the board members, and they'll hear that from me. I will tell them that.
Well, I'm sure it means a lot coming from somebody who's taking care of the school and sees everything behind the scenes. I don't think a lot of people understand that you guys see everything from you get a bird's eye view of what's going on.
Yeah, from the beginning of the day to the end of the day. Yeah. Well, since you said bird's eye view, it makes me think about one day I was in the cafeteria doing lunch duty, and I don't know, one of the girls was sitting back on the other side of the post. She come up to me and she said, "Tom, why do you keep looking at us?" I looked there and I said, "I ain't looking at you." She said, "Well, you're looking right at us." I said, "Nope." I said, "I'm looking out them windows, because if I'm looking at you, I'm going to see something I probably shouldn't see." And typical me, I would holler at them.
Yeah.
And I said, "So it's best for me just to look right over the top of your head and let me look out the window so I see nothing and I hear nothing." Mm-hmm. I said, because that's just the way it is. And she said, "Okay, well," she said, "we were worried you were looking at us." And I said, "Yeah, that's probably because you were doing something you shouldn't be doing."
Oh, yeah. Any scary situations ever come up while you were there?
Not that I'm aware of. Mm-hmm. Probably has been, but I don't know any. Probably I was down getting gas one day, and Jeffrey, he was pumping my gas, and he asked me, he said, "What's the deal with the knife up at the school?" I looked down. "I don't know what you're talking about." He said, "Yeah." I said, "See, here's the thing." I said, the general public knows more what's going on at the school than the people that are working at the school. Mm-hmm. I said, I have no clue what you're talking about. None.
Yeah.
And I didn't.
Yeah. Well, I think now they have to, if there is an incident or an incident that was prevented, they got to let you know about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they send out a letter or email or something like that. Yeah, which is a good thing. Just keep people informed. But, there was nothing like that either whenever I was in school.
No.
You know?
In fact, all the years I was in school, and I mean, still a student, we never had anything. I remember one of the kids I went to school with, he, I don't know, he must have had a wild night or something, because he took a M80 and stuck it down in the commode. And then as he was walking out, he took a smoke bomb and put it in the garbage can. The garbage can was metal. And so there was smoke and blowed the commode apart. Other than that, I really don't remember too much anything goofy going on other than, well, I wasn't in school at the time I was graduated, but I did know the kid. Drove his motorcycle in the building.
I've heard that story.
Yeah. And Dawn Johnson is the one that he apparently brought it in down to Breezeway.
Yeah.
And her room was right at the end of the Breezeway there in the old part of the school. And he went up the hall. He went up to the lobby and turned around. Well, when he turned around, he was coming back down. And she took off running after him. And he had a mask on, and she grabbed the whole of the mask and ripped it off, and she seen who it was then, and out the door he went. Well, he got into some trouble for that.
I can imagine. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good story. We're still telling it.
Yeah, and
once in a while you got to do something.
I don't know. He might have passed away, but he
lives on.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. There's no doubt about that.
We did a little fart spray and stuff like that once in a while, but
Yeah.
nothing too ornery.
Oh, well, kids are kids. I mean, back when we were in school, anyhow.
Yeah.
Now they don't get into anything too much anything.
We left the Votech. We'd get on our bus to come back to Rockwood. This is when you went for the whole day.
Yeah.
You went to Votech for half the year, and then you come back to Rockwood for the other half.
Yeah.
Well, we'd leave the Votech, and we'd always get beside the Somerset kids' bus, right there about PNC Bank, right in the middle of town.
Yeah, okay, got it.
Right at that traffic light. There's 2 lanes going through there. Just some days would work out perfect. We were right beside their bus. Well, the kids from the carpentry would hoard some blocks of wood in their coats.
Whip them back and forth.
We got beside the windows would come down, both sides, just start chucking. Yeah, and we got called in one time. This was my father-in-law was on the school board. I got called into the office. They said, "Hey, was you in on this?" I said, "No, sir." "Well, here, sit down a minute. Watch this video from the bus." "Would you like to change your story now?"
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's little things like.
Well, there again, I think that video thing's a good thing in the bus because the poor driver,
Oh, absolutely.
he can't watch.
No, you can't.
I mean, they have that mirror up there so they can look back through.
Yeah.
But
What can you do?
You can only see so much, and what are you going to do?
Exactly.
And
You
you're
gotta
driving
drive.
the bus.
Yeah. I can't focus when my kids are arguing in the van, and there's only 3 of them.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like,
Yeah, which one?
yeah,
I hear you.
yeah. Huh. Now, I know that Officer Doman's been there for a few years.
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably his 3rd or 4th year. Yeah.
That's been a good thing, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just nice to have the presence there.
Yeah, let's put it to you this way. Don't get me wrong. I know he gets paid, but I personally think that he has a thankless job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? His presence in the building is a very good thing. And I see him, while I was there, he'd be out, I don't know, I'll say once an hour he'd be out making his rounds. I mean, outside, inside, all over the place. So, yeah, I mean, he does a good job.
Yeah.
He really does.
Well, I think it was really good of, whoever decided to bring him in,
Well, I'm going to bring you up
I'm
going to bring you up a name out of the past, and you can tell me if you remember him. But he would be, I would have called him a officer at the time, Rudy Sheegan.
I remember, Rudy. I think that sounds
Big, heavy set guy. Well, he was.
I can't put a face on him though, but if I saw him, I might.
He was I'm going to say he was the first Officer Doman, so to speak.
Yeah.
And he was a real nice guy. I think he was head of the truant office or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, he was in the building all the time, and I watched him being there as a student. And after I graduated, then I was working at Briggles at the time. He would, I'd go up and pick up cars, and he'd pick up his cars, so to speak, because he had, I don't know, 2 or 3 vans that they would run at the time, and he had them, and we was always picking up his vans for brakes and all that other stuff. So, yeah. That was the first time I'm going to say I ever seen a presence of a, quote, officer in the building. Then after he retired or whatever happened with him, really didn't see any.
No.
Until Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say I don't remember.
No.
My whole time as a student. The world's a different place.
Oh yeah. By far.
And it's number one thing we got to do is make sure it's a safe place for those kids to go to school.
Oh, yeah. I agree. 100%.
Yeah. So, and I mean, yeah, I'm all for it. You know, I wouldn't be opposed to them having another one.
No.
You know.
It'd probably make Jeff's job a little easier.
Well, I mean, hey, you hope nothing happens.
Well,
but
yeah.
the day that it does, you won't be glad that you had them there, you know.
Well, his first year there, Jeff's, I had to laugh. It was getting around Christmas time, and not so much in the high school, but they do it in elementary a lot. They'll decorate the doors.
Yeah.
Well, they decorate the doors, of course. What do they do? It's down over the windows.
Yeah.
Well, after they had them all decorated, he apparently sent out an email or something. Okay, you have to make me a little hole in that decoration so I can see in that window.
Yeah.
And so they all did, and they weren't none too happy about that, but they soon learned that,
Yeah.
you know, it's probably a good thing that he's making us do.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Yep. Yeah, you just need the ability on the inside to drop a shade,
Yeah,
you know.
exactly.
We did that at a church one time. We had the state troopers come out, and they call it a RVAT report, Risk and Vulnerability Assessment Team. And they just assess, and I'm sure the schools probably had it done too. But they show you all the things that you might not think of.
Oh, yeah.
You know, where you might be vulnerable, where there's a risk here, how to approach doors, locks, and stuff like that. You know, and I know the school does all that stuff.
Yeah,
that was worthwhile.
All right,
And they do that. You know, any church can or public place can.
Yeah, anywhere.
You can call them. They can come out and and they'll do it for nothing.
Well,
you sit
good.
down. You meet with a trooper, and he walks you around your building, shows you this and that.
Yeah, where you wouldn't never think of.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And those windows and the doors were one of the things that he told us. But he said you need the ability to drop a shade because you wouldn't want a bad guy to be able to look in, but you need a guy like Jeff to be able to look in. You know, or the teachers checking on stuff. Or whoever,
Exactly.
you know, but you need to have a way to lock that door and drop a shade over that window so somebody can't, with the ill intentions, can't see what they're looking at. What, you know.
Yep, I agree.
Yep, all these things we got to think of now.
Yeah.
You know.
That's way too many things.
That's way too many things.
Yes.
But no, so Tom Big Cat Clawson.
Yeah.
I appreciate you stopping in.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Yeah, I enjoyed this conversation.
So did
and
I,
I appreciate you keeping the schools clean for 37 and a half years and all the other guys out there doing it. And, you know, I put it out on Facebook. I said, schools nominate your favorite janitor to come on to the podcast. Your name came up more than anybody, so so you were highly, highly recommended.
Well, I know, you know Nick Foreman?
Yes, I do, yeah.
I was on, I don't know about his last week, the week before, I heard they were on 310. He was saying something about me. I couldn't hear what he was saying. Then I turned around and looked down at him. I said, "What are you talking about me for?" And he said, "Well, I was just telling them guys." He said, "I don't know," but he said, "I think I was the first one to nominate you."
Yeah.
I said, "Well, you're going to have to get in a fight with my daughter about that because she told me that she was the first one." I said,
Yeah.
"Well, whatever. Thank you guys very much for that."
Tell your daughter thank you. She put us in touch.
Yeah, no problem. I will do that.
Okay. Very good. Well, hey, you enjoy golfing, and I hope maybe I'll get to play with you one day.
Well, yeah.
To come out there and do that.
Yeah.
Me, you, and Will, and
Yeah. Andy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Hey. Well, Andy comes out and plays with us Sunday mornings.
Yeah. I hear he's really good.
Who, Andy? Well, let me put it to you this way.
Hey, I want to take a minute to talk to you about my wife's travel agency, Quiet Waters Travel. She has a true gift for this. She loves planning travel, and she's really good at it. She's the kind of person who digs into every detail, finds the hidden gems, and makes the whole experience feel effortless for everyone involved. She works with families, couples, and groups, helping them plan everything from cruises and all-inclusives to bucket list adventures. She's even coordinating a private yacht voyage to the Galapagos for 16 people next spring. And if you know anything about group travel, that's no small feat. And with wedding season in full swing, she'd love to help some of you newlyweds or soon-to-be married couples start dreaming about the perfect honeymoon. Here's something most people don't realize. Using a travel agent doesn't cost you anything extra. She's paid by the travel suppliers, not you. You just get someone in your corner handling every detail. If a trip has been on your mind, reach out to her. Visit quietwaterstravel.com. That's quietwaterstravel.com, and tell her the Route 281 podcast sent you.
Actually, Andy is on my team on Wednesday nights, and this Wednesday he apparently broke his driver. Yeah, his driver.
I heard that.
Yeah, over on 6th or something.
And this
I
might
think.
have been an intentional.
Well, yeah, he did. Or no, I take it back. It wasn't his driver. It was his 3-wood. And he said, I got it out of my system. I ain't never breaking no more.
I did that one time. I never do it again.
Yeah, well, it cost you too much money.
Still, I have a good set of clubs.
Yeah.
I'm missing the pitching wedge.
Of course, then you got Mark. He can fix you up.
Yeah.
He fixes me up a lot.
I'm sure he fixes a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty, sir. Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate it too, brother.
All right, Tom. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.